Bill Kelly, senior producer.
Jay Omar, news director.
Jolie Peel, education reporter.
Arthur Jones.
Aaron Bonderson.
Fred Knapp.
Cassidy Arena.
Dale Johnson, host of Morning Edition.
I'm Jackie Areta, host of All Things Considered for Nebraska Public Media.
What makes me passionate about working at Nebraska Public Media are the people that I work with.
Bill Kelly.
Jolie Peel.
We do that every day.
It's actually changed what I'm passionate about more recently. I've understood the importance of what we do is the local part of journalism.
Something I really wanted to do was serve my community and do the stories that I know really well. I really focus on Latino Spanish-speaking immigrant and refugee communities. So I saw this kind of need and this gap in our coverage, and I was like, I can do that really well.
I was covering medical marijuana and paid sick leave, and I had never covered an election as a reporter. Because we work in public media, what we're doing is ultimately for the people of Nebraska.
What makes me passionate about being a journalist was if you treat perspectives fairly, people can make up their own minds based on good information.
There are so many incredible people across the state, and especially incredible schools. Sometimes you can get lost in the government side of things, but it's a good reminder to see students and what they're doing and working on.
In commercial news, a lot of what you're doing is market specific. Now I get to represent all Nebraskans. I have a brother who lives in Alliance. I have a brother who lives in Beatrice.
Passion in Nebraska Public Media is the Nebraska part.
I'm from Crete, Nebraska. It's about half an hour southwest of Lincoln. I grew up watching Nebraska Public Media. I think about my mom, and I think about all the people who rely on our news and rely on the information that we give them. I said my mom because she listens all the time.
My dad and I would watch Big Red Wrap-Up. He's a football history nerd like myself. You know, the same place that makes Big Red Wrap-Up, tells important news stories.
Sometimes that's feel-good stories, sometimes that's really sad stories, sometimes that's just meat and potatoes, this is what you need to know stories.
My instincts have taught me to ignore a lot of stuff that might be being said just for the purpose of grabbing attention and to try to concentrate on the underlying reality.
We have an interesting mix in our newsroom of Bill Kelly and Fred Knapp, who've been in this newsroom for 25, 30 years, and then a large group of up-and-coming, incredibly eager, talented journalists. My job is to make sure that they stay in love with journalism and they stay passionate because the industry needs Jolie Peel, Aaron Bonderson, Cassidy Arena, Arthur Jones, and Jackie Areta to stay in the business. They need those individuals to continue to move around the state and tell stories.
All you have to do is come into the newsroom. You're going to see talented people who not only put together radio stories, but they put together web stories, they put together feature stories. People that are working in the newsroom right now, they get it, and they're working on it, and they're working at getting better at it. And that's the future of not only radio, the business of radio, but Nebraska Public Media Radio.